Good afternoon. So one of the things, you're living with a wood stove. I'm sure everybody knows this that has one, but it makes a mess in and out of your house. So how I've been hauling it up until now is I fill 3 or maybe 4 crates and I bring them in on that hand truck. And I like to bring in wood lots at a time, like 3-4 days worth. That way I'm not having to vacuum my house every day, bringing wood in back and forth every day. I thought what would be awesome is if I had some kind of tray thing, because it just falls, all the chips fall through the grating on the milk crates. So I made this little wood rack hauling thing, cut it out on the plasma. Just everything's just a practice project, right? Like how can I make this, and how can I cut lines and make a bend, and so that stuff's all good. And just learning, like, if I'm gonna cut out a design, I messed this one up. I had to add this piece in here because I left too thin a material here, down here, and down here. It's not just learning stuff. But anyway, I think this is gonna be perfect. And it's sized so that if the wood fits in it, it fits in my stove. Because I'm not very consistent on the saw. I'm not gonna lie. A little inconsistent out there. Working on it though. So we're gonna load it up and have a go. See how she hauls. Cut it in on the sides here just because that was the size of the material that I had. I had to make it for the material I had on hand. I didn't want to buy material to make it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to live with it for a couple weeks and just see what I like and what I don't like, and if there's any changes. And if there's any changes, make those changes, and then paint it at some point. Probably put some feet on the bottom of it too. Put some feet on the bottom. I should be able to take it full. Although now that I'm loading it, I'm already realizing this holds quite a bit more than 3 crates worth. I figured I might have to put a brace across the top here at some point in order to stabilize it. We might have to do that. Let's see how that goes. Slippery. See, already there's a thing. It's a little too slippery to just tip it. Oh, I like that already. That goes down the bump. Perfect. Perfect. All right, off we go. We got a little game of hide and attack going on here. So I've been living with it for about a week, and I absolutely love everything about it, except for the fact that I increased the capacity enough. Like, I knew it was going to hold more wood, but I increased it enough that it's too heavy now for me to get it up the steps, the 3 or 4 steps. I got to bounce it up to get it on my deck. But it's not just that it's heavier, it's more so, at least what it feels like, is the way that it carries its weight. So the weight now is lower down and further forward, and it makes it just awkward to try to get it up there. So what I'm going to do is, I actually like the sides cut out like that. I like everything about it. Right now it's a square, and I'm going to make it narrower, which will allow me to put it sideways on the cart, and that'll stop it from having the weight so far out forward, make it easier so I can get it up the stairs. Because what I'm doing is I'm hauling in 3 or 4 trips of 3 crates, right? So what I want to do is just have 3 or 4 of these, and then I can just load them in. So what I'll do is what I've been doing is I bring them in, and then I just leave them by the door on the mat, and the snow melts off them, off the wheels of the dolly, and then I scoot them into place, and then I vacuum, and then my house stays clean, and then I just have to deal with the mess right here. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. For any of you fellers that are interested, I threw some of the build footage at the end of the video. Feel free to enjoy. If not, have a great day. That ain't bad. So every little project is a bit of a learning curve. So what we're trying to do here is just to see if I can cut little lines in it in order to help with bending because I don't have a brake. I mean, it ain't perfect, but it ain't horrible either. Yeah.